Hi, have a nice day and welcome to my presentation. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jessica Rijubi from University of Technology Mara, Malaysia. And I'm here today to present about effect of Yacha compost biocom on cadmium availability and plant growth. Let me start by giving you some background information. In recent years, the existence of cadmium in soil was increases, which is caused by agriculture activity. One of the factors that contributed the existence of this heavy metal element is from over application of chemical fertilizer. According to Khan et al. 2017, existence cadmium in soil will reduce soil quality and increase the risk to human health. What is the other effect from existence of cadmium in soil? Plant that grow in the contaminated cadmium soil will resulting reduction in the plant growth. Also, this heavy metal element will increase the soil toxicity level and give the negative effect to the plant system. So how to reduce the accumulation heavy metal elements in the soils? One of the method that can be used is by application of biocom in cadmium contaminated soil. Application of biochar and compost mixture able to improve the soil fertility such as the soil pH, soil organic carbon, the availability of potassium in the soil, and increase the organic matter in the contaminated soils. Let we go to the next part, which is the methodologies. In compost production, it divided into two parts, which is the compost production and biochar production. Let we go to the first part, which is the compost production. The composting raw material will consist of 2.5 kg of oil palm empty bran, 5 kg of chicken manure, and 3.5 kg of pit moss, 2 bottles of Yakult and rice wash water, and 0.360 kg of green spinach. The ratio between the carbon sources and nitrogen used was 30 to 1. All the compost were mixed up in the composting bin. Next, we go to the second part, which is the biochar production. 11.5 kg of palm kernel shell was sterilized in the biochar burner with the range of temperature between 257 degrees Celsius to 353 degrees Celsius. Biochar was added into the composter bin at the day 15. The ratio that was used for biochar and compost mixture is 1 to 1. In this study, it is divided into one control with three treatment. For control, it was applied 0% of biocom. For treatment one, it was applied with 10% of biocom. For treatment two, 20% of biocom. And for treatment three, 40% of biocom. All the treatment were applied with 1.095 gram of NPK for week 2, 3, and 4. All the treatment were applied with the 100 ml of cadmium solution. Let me go to the result and discussion for biocom analysis. As we can see from the table 2 here, which is a compost containing high in the nutrient content, percentage such as a high in the P, K, Ca, and Mg. pH of the biochar is highly alkaline compared with the pH of the compost, and for biocom is a medium alkaline. According to Zulfikar et al. 2019, combination of a compost and biochar contain the high of nutrient, which is improve the plant health, allow for a greater consumption and conservation of the carbon dioxide, resulting in improve the air quality because of its capacity to retain the soil nutrient for extended period of time. Biochar in the biocom will help to minimize the application of fertilizer on the soils. Next, we go to the soil chemical properties. As we can see from the table 3 here, the result was show or no significant in the soil chemical properties between T0, T1, and T2 and T3 except for soil pH. The result at the figure 1 was show decrease pattern of the cadmium concentration in the soil when the rate of the biocom application increased. According to the Zeng et al. 2015, decreases of the CD concentration in the soil and increases the soil properties by application of the biochar and compost mixture into the contaminated cadmium soil. All this thing happen is because of the ion exchange mechanism in the biochar will attract the cadmium ion and increase the soil pH. At the same time, increase the soil nutrient content. From the previous study by Indiang et al. Uh, 2012 also found that a reduction in the level of the CD is in the soil, 57% decrease after application of the biochar compost mixture. Next, we move to the green mustard nutrient uptakes. As we can see from the table 4, a result was shown that no significant of CD percentage concentration in the green master yield. However, a concentration of the CD for treatment 1, 2, and 3 is the lowest compared with the control as shown in the figure 2. From the previous study by Zunaidi et al. 2021 also found that no significant of the cadmium concentration in the green mustard yield. As mentioned by Abdul et al. 2017, reduction in the cadmium uptake, which lead to increasing the nutrient content in the plant such as P and K at the biocom soil. Also, from the previous study by Tian et al. 2017, found that addition of biochar in the soil was resulting reduction of the chemical concentration in the plant tissue, which is similar with our finding study show at the figure 2. All these things happen is because of application of the biocom in CD contaminated soil, what reduce the concentration of cadmium in the soil and increasing the process of nutrient uptake. And last, we go to the result and discussion for year analysis of green mustard. As the result they show at the table 5, which is there is no significant result between TO with T1, T2, and T3s. However, from the result above, show that T3 perform highest in green mustard chlorophyll content percentage, dry weight, wet weight, and root length. According to Chiang et al. 2003, so that was treated with CD solution resulting reduction in Brassica juncea growth performance. As we can see from table 5, the chlorophyll content was increased when the rate of biocom application increased. This is because addition of biochar in compost as a soil amendment increased the chlorophyll percentage and photosynthesis activities. As a conclusion, concentration of cadmium slightly reduced at the optimal application of biocom. The solubility, mobility, and toxicity of cadmium in soil was slightly reduced after application of biocom in the soil. Biocom not only remove the heavy metal element in the soil, but also supply the nutrient to the soil and the planting crop. And we can simply conclude that the best rate of the biocom in reducing cadmium concentration in the soil is 40%. So that's all from me. Thank you.